Man, another really good day of work. We carried our pads today. Good warm day. The football conditioning component of it is big for us, and as we push forward toward the last opportunity to state a case for ourselves in terms of how we divide the labor up and so forth. And so there's urgency as the sand runs through the hourglass, and there's no need of denying that. We're respectful of this process and where we are in it, and so that's why we're preparing with an edge. Being sensitive to those that are working their tails off to find space, and excited that is the opportunity tomorrow night. As far as play time, there's really 4 guys that I'm not considering playing, Cam, TJ, Aaron, and DK. Everyone else is under consideration. They're preparing as if they're going to play. There are a lot of variables in it, who's playing for Carolina and things of that nature that might provide worthy competition. But as I sit here today, all healthy outside of the 4 that I mentioned are preparing and scheduled to play. But we'll get to the stadium and we'll see what's happening on the other side, and we may alter that in some ways. But I'm hopeful that we get an opportunity to play, particularly in the secondary. I'm not worried about the overall readiness of the collective, but I just think cohesion is such a major component of what they do, the ability to communicate in stadium. It's the same reason why our young offensive front has been working. Obviously, they lack collective experience that we have in the secondary, and so they've played through some, but I am excited about maybe seeing that secondary in the stadium. But again, it'd be good to have a dance partner, Young and Chuba and others, so we'll see where all those roads lead in terms of that. We got a lot of guys working their way back, increased participation out there. Alex Highsmith, Dante Kent, Calvin Austin and others are working their way back to us. Again, we'll make an 11th-hour decision on those guys. We always want to be inclusive this time of year because we realize the scarcity of the opportunities. And so if proven healthy enough, we'll give those that have missed time an opportunity to play, and a lot of those judgments, or at least some of those judgments, could come down to pregame work. I'll pause and open it up for questions.
Mike, was this the plan all along, or did you arrive at this watching it develop the last several weeks?
As I've said each and every week, I plan according to what I see, and we were living a week at a time, and so I made the decision based on the here and now.
Mike, Cam participated in individual period today. Do you anticipate him joining in team periods?
He also participated in teamwork as well.
Mike, with the secondary, is it as much as you're just eager to see them together or need to see them together?
Both. There's a fine line between eager and need. But there's a collective component, a communication component, a coordination component to what they do. And if you get an opportunity to get some snaps versus some really capable people in the stadium, man, we'd appreciate it.
Mike, does Cam doing team periods mean anything's changed with his situation?
You'd have to ask him.
Mike, was there a Gabe Davis sighting today?
I have no idea.
Mike, I think you guys with the first team offense have only run it 5 times in these first 2 preseason games. I know you guys are collecting a lot of different data right now, but is there an added emphasis that you want to see them get some of that cohesion in you're talking about?
You're exactly right. We're collecting a lot of different data. We got different agendas during the preseason.
What are your thoughts about potentially going into the season without having your quarterback play any preseason games? That's like a fourth concept.
I'm comfortable with what I'm seeing out here. Obviously, if I weren't, I would be playing them.
Anyone else? What about your plan for your kickers and how you're going to use them and your punters?
We'll trade blow for blow with the punters. That's the one that's getting a lot of attention, man. Both guys are been highly competitive, and so that has our attention as we lean in on this last opportunity.
And how have you seen the cornerbacks room come together, obviously with the addition of Ramsey and Slay?
We got a good and deep group, a group that works hard, that communicates well. But I just think that's reflective of the leadership. I can't say enough about Jalen and Slay in terms of what they bring, not only their talents and experience, but their approach to business, their relationship with the game. It's just a really good environment.
How much is adding the work you're able to do in the joint practice factor into how much you're deciding whether to play guys in the preseason game?
Joint practices, man, is elevated work. And so in a lot of instances, man, that's substitute work for preseason games. People always play their experienced players. It's good on good. It was really a good day's work versus the Bucs on that front.
Anyone else? All right.
Appreciate it.